Hello everyone, my name is Aleko Pieratos, and today I'm going to be discussing some of the information I've learned thus far in researching my organization and employer, Urban Peak. So for those of you who are not familiar with Urban Peak is a 501c3 nonprofit in downtown Denver, Colorado that provides intersectional resources for young adults experiencing homelessness ages 15 to 24. So firstly, I just want to get into some of the demographic information about the clients we serve. There are two statistics, alarming statistics that I would like to point out here. The first on the top left, so just a little under 5% of the Colorado population is African American, whereas this is almost 30% of the clients we serve. So disproportionately African Americans in Colorado are experiencing homelessness, at least within the age demographic that we serve. The next statistic I'd like to point out here is the sexual orientation right under this graph. So as you can see, around 33% of our clients report identifying as LGBTQ, and a similar statistic here, a little under 5% of individuals in Colorado actually identify as LGBTQ. So the LGBTQ population and African Americans are very much disproportionately experiencing homelessness. The next thing I want to look at is the self-reported barriers here on the bottom right. So these are barriers that our clients report relating to the cause of their homelessness. So, firstly, over half of our clients, 55%, report that their homelessness is in conjunction or caused by a mental health issue. The next, almost at 40%, of individuals report that their homelessness is because of foster care, and this is typically a result of individuals turning 18 and then aging out of the foster care system and not being left with anything or anywhere to go and needing to access their services. Excuse me. Next, around 36% of our clients report that their homelessness is caused or in conjunction to domestic violence. This is typically a young individual who is escaping a domestic violence situation and does not have a stable home to go to. Next, 35% of our clients report that their homelessness is related to a family mental health disorder, typically a guardian who was not capable of taking care of them after they turned 18 due to mental health disorder. And next, 32% of our clients report that their homelessness is related to family unemployment. And next, just a description of some of the services we provide. So firstly, on the left, you can see that we do street outreach. So this involves staff members at Urban Peak, actually going out on the streets and connecting with young individuals experiencing homelessness and actually bringing our resources to them. They'll do case management with them with wherever they're staying. And this is great because a lot of individuals, rightfully so, do not trust nonprofits and shelters. So by bringing the services to them, we are able to deter this barrier. The next is our drop-in center, and this is the majority of what we do and where I typically work. So our drop-in center is our downtown facility. Individuals can come in and access services, case management, laundry, showers. They can access the internet, meals, whatever they may need. Next is our emergency shelter, which is connected to the drop-in shelter, in which individuals can sleep in a safe bed space in our shelter that is staffed 24/7. The next is our housing. So Urban Peak does provide some housing. I believe we own two apartment complexes and partner with several others. And additionally, a big part of what our case managers do is help individuals apply for housing vouchers. So next, we're just going to be looking at some of the strengths and weaknesses of Urban Peak. So I've worked in the nonprofit sector, specifically around homelessness and with housing vouchers for several years now. And I think the biggest strength at Urban Peak that really allows a lot of our clients to succeed is our intersectional approach to providing resources to clients. So a lot of the other shelters I've worked for or partnered with will typically just be a drop-in center where individuals can just come and access meals and maybe a shower for the day and don't really get anything beyond that. And while that is great, it doesn't really allow individuals to escape homelessness. So at Urban Peak, we will help individuals reapply for school wherever they may be. We will help people access or gain a GED, help them re-enroll in high school. We even have several clients who are enrolled in college classes or vocational school. So we will meet an individual where they're at and help them with their education and professional goal and whatever it may take to achieve that. Um, and that, in conjunction with case management and providing housing, we see a lot higher of a success rate in our facility than other traditional homeless shelters. Some of our weaknesses, however, limited housing. So in Colorado, the housing voucher system is based off of a lottery system. So even rather than case by case or by necessity, so um, rather than looking at an individual case, you apply for a housing voucher, and it's really just a luck of the draw. So this isn't exactly the most humane approach. However, it is what Urban Peak has to work with. Next weaknesses are just our policy around substance. So while not all clients use or actively use, we do have some clients who may use and can't be honest with their substance use due to the fact that we are a sober living facility, meaning that there is no substance allowed. And as a result, we have clients who may need services even more than some other clients who are not able to access services. And this is typically our most vulnerable clients who would benefit more highly from our services. Some of our opportunities would be the implementation of our storefront. So we used to have a storefront called Urban Thrift, and it generated approximately 300K a year. Sadly, we already had short staffing issues, and the storefront was shut down a year ago. However, this could be a great potential opportunity in the future for Urban Peak to generate their own funding. And additionally, that is in conjunction with the threat of reliance on grants and changes in grants. So Urban Peak's funding has typically fluctuated by about $1 million year over year. So this is due to the approach, or I'm sorry, the model of being reliant on grants rather than generating raw revenue. Another opportunity is the new facility we're creating. So it's supposed to be, it's in construction now, and it's supposed to be done in about a year and a half. And this will allow us to help even more clients. We'll have the infrastructure to do more and house more individuals.